Kate and I started collaborating about 3 years ago on a project called Dementia and Imagination, looking at the positive effects of the visual arts on people living with dementia.
The thing that I love about working with people with dementia is the work's all about being in the moment. The work with people with dementia has really made me think about the performative aspects of making artwork and also facilitating. Let's see some mermaid action again.
Shimmy, shimmy. Look at her go!
Woo!
She's a dancer.
Alec, you're doing amazing things with them legs.
When Kate and I go into a care home initially, we always shake everybody's hands and welcome them into the session. And I think that initial touch with somebody's hand really automatically creates that relationship and trust. For somebody with dementia, inhibitions go, so it creates a new freedom. And what we try and intend to do in this session is just to allow for that freedom to happen. Passing something tactile around the room, and people act as if that object is something real, so it's quite theatrical, and it can be quite moving really, because a lot of people will choose an object that's personal to them. One lady chose a bracelet once and she put it on as if it was a special bracelet, but then she threw it to somebody else and it became a rabbit, and then a ball which is thrown across the floor.
I think group drawing is a great way to bring people together and have people communicate through actions rather than words. So for me, it becomes this performative activity where everybody finds a different way to join in, and even if you're not actually drawing, music and conversation and actions mean that everybody can participate in some way, if they're having a dance in the background or if they're just intently watching what everybody's doing.
The cruel sea, the beautiful sea goddess, Godiva Pearl, beautiful ruffles, the ripples, beautiful colouring. There's blue, black and white, and a tinge of pink. Oh, that's lovely. There are gorgeous colours there.
The Cruel Sea shows how you can work with people even when they're maybe at the end of their life or when their dementia is quite profound, and a lot of people might assume that conversation or communication has become almost impossible. So we brought a large projection of the sea and we just put it on and we invited people to just respond in whichever way they wanted to. The process was the point of it, but there happened to be an outcome, and that is because, like with all things, it depends who you've got in the room and what kind of mood they're in that day. Edna, the woman who does the voiceover, passed away the week after she'd made this video. Right up to the end of your life, you can engage and change and affect people's lives around you, and that everybody has the right to be useful.
One of the main aims for Kate and I is to have no right or wrong answers within that session. We take everybody's sound or comment on board. For some people living in a residential dementia care home, it can be quite frustrating, but this allows them to have a greater freedom of space and creative engagement really. We did a session on the quality of paper, so the icebreakers for that session were literally about how to rip paper, how to crease it, how to fold it, how to twist it, how to pull it, and really just using our bodies really as a tool to explore paper. One of our biggest themes within the care homes was about embodiment and using the physical space to understand really our physical abilities. So in one of the care homes, majority of the sessions was about using the body to make marks in the space, to look at ourselves, but also to create something new with the body. So in one of the sessions we did painting with the body straight onto canvases, using our faces, our legs, wrapping our arms in cling film and printing with those. We did another session where we covered the floor in paper and used dance and music to make marks in the space. So we created small puppets using the shapes found in the body, and then we created a shadow puppetry film in the care home space.
Once upon a time, there was a house, a cottage, on a hill. There was a river running in the front of the cottage called the Scotchwood Road River. It was down the hill and down into the ocean. In the cottage lived all the girls who worked in Haggie's Ropery, as well as just 3 men: Bill, Alex, Andrew, the sailor.
Exploring materials is basically the essence of a visual arts practice, and so there are real similarities with visual artists and people with dementia, in the sense that you do use your 5 senses of touch and taste and sound and looking, and to understand the world around you. There is real lovely ways that you can come together with people with dementia and just be in the moment with materials.
For me as well, I think it's really important that we really challenge the traditional workshop model. So it's not a 2 till 4 session or a 10 till 12. It's a bit more flexible and responding to that individual on the day. And I hope in the future that more work is done like this, but really challenging really art forms as practices. So it's not straightforward visual arts and it's not straightforward music, but it's very much more mixed media and improvised, very much person-centred down to that individual. So it's not an artist leading their own practice, it's actually the individuals living with dementia.
And I think if you go into a care home or into a sort of workshop environment, very honest about the fact that you have invented this experimental, possibly silly activity, that you are kind of wanting their support. And a lot of older people have lived a life supporting people, whether they've been mums and dads or through their employment and stuff, and it feels really important to kind of pass that back a little bit and say, you know, I won't be able to do this if you don't help me out. We focus our work often as much as with the person with dementia as with their family members, and try to get people to, I suppose, embrace imaginative conversations as much as you might embrace